I have several questions I want to get to, so I would just ask that you answer them quickly. If you filibuster, I will interrupt you. This morning, we've already heard DOD has been on GAO's high-risk list since 1995. Mr. Khan, I dropped out of high school in 1995, a very long time ago. Are there any other federal agencies which have consistently failed to meet basic accounting standards since I dropped out of high school? Yes or no?
No.
All right, Mr. Mansfield, DOD has never had a clean audit, yet last month a DOD spokesperson claimed it's on track for a clean audit by 2027. I always hear, if I had $1 for every time I heard, hey, we're on track, we're going to get you this or that. So why should Congress believe the department now will meet this goal when it's never done so ever in its history? What's changed?
I can't speak on behalf of the DOD itself. We provide oversight of them, so I would say we're going to continue from the Office of Inspector General's perspective to validate and be transparent in our conclusions on that in terms of how
so no answer. All right, got it. Okay, Mr. Tenaglia, the retirement of legacy systems is part of what you're saying needs to be modernized, and yet the DOD uses a 25-year-old defense travel system to book billions and billions of dollars in travel expenses every year. This legacy system wastes hundreds of millions of dollars annually due to inefficiency and overpayments. They were on track to modernize the system, which would be a good thing, per your comments earlier. But in May, the department abruptly canceled a $374 million contract to replace the system with a more modern version. Who's responsible for that decision?
I believe that's under the purview of the Office of the Undersecretary for Personnel and Readiness.
Okay, do you believe if you're in charge of wasting $374 million on a contract that you should keep your job, yes or no?
I would not characterize that.
So you don't have an answer. Got it. All right. The defense travel system has incurred over $965 million in improper payments from fiscal year 2016 to 2018. Exactly how large will that number get if the system remains in use?
I don't have the answer for that.
You don't have any answers today. Okay. So if you're responsible for losing $965 million, which is almost $1 billion in improper payments, should the person responsible for those losses keep their job, yes or no?
I don't know that would be.
You don't have an answer. Okay, so what's the plan going forward? Do you plan to stay with the defense travel system for another 25 years? Do they plan to start from scratch? And how much more money is going to be wasted?
I would defer to the Office of Personnel.
No more. So nobody has any answers. That's the thing. When we have these hearings, you guys come to our committee, we have specific questions, we want specific answers, we're wasting billions of dollars every single year, and no one that comes before these committees ever have any answers. They have no solutions. So what are you guys doing? I don't understand. And quite frankly, I've been up here for 2.5 years. I've been very jaded in a very short period of time. I don't know if it's incompetency or ignorance. I really don't. And I don't understand why any of that is okay. It's not okay. In the business sector, if you lose $1 billion, you lose your job. Or you have an audit. You have to pass an audit to get, as we've heard today, to get financing, to get lending, to get the bank to do business with you. And yet you just have a free check, a free pass. All these agencies have a free pass from us, and they're going to get another free pass. DOD is going to get another free pass today with no one being held accountable, no one being held responsible, no one taking responsibility, no one's in charge. I just don't understand the incompetency with any of this. I don't get it. I'm not impressed. We're just going to basically shrug our shoulders and just sit here with our hands, crossed, that we're just going to continue to waste billions of dollars. No one's in charge. No one's responsible. No one's ever going to be held accountable, and everybody gets to keep their job. And it's wrong, and it's bullshit. I hope you guys are better prepared for our next hearing on this, because my questions are going to be even more specific, and I'm going to want answers. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.
Nancy Mace is an absolute boss. 3 things. 1, if you filibuster, I will interrupt you. I mean, that's just bad bitch stuff. Sorry, I have to say that. You can bleep it out or whatever. Second of all, she dropped out of high school. Wow, that's something that I definitely did not know about her. She's really made her way and made a name for herself. 3, that our Department of Defense has never, DOD, right? Am I crazy? Has never had a clean audit. But we get audited by the IRS if we have a $600 Venmo transaction. So the people that are in charge of our defense spending and preparedness for war can't even give us a proper accounting of how our hard-earned tax dollars are spent. Am I hearing this right? Am I taking crazy pills? Because where is the government accountability? Where is it? We deserve better as a country. And this isn't some like fluff government agency. It's the Department of freaking Defense. I am blown away by this. Blown away. No checks and balances, no balancing the checkbook. What? They're responsible for war and how we prepare for it, and what supplies we have and what personnel we have. Like, unless I don't understand this, but I have 7 years of higher education. I didn't drop out of high school. No shade to Nancy Mace. She is a tough cookie. But I just don't freaking understand.